What is up, guys? Second week of the year, and we're already off to some hiccups, man. The event started late, didn't get a stream at the start of the event, and I kind of got stuck, I guess, in the middle of the gauntlet. So wasn't able to stream at the end. And so this Donovan Mitchell is actually where I'm stuck at. And if you remember the Flash event, this is where I guess the Epic Prime foil was. Now, I could not even do the +2s of the Donovan Mitchell. Now, there were a couple times that I think that I could have, I guess if I would have played it just a little bit better, been able to tie. But to be able to go through the whole thing at +2, sometimes winning, sometimes losing, was definitely not worth it. And Saturday night, I got to the Donovan Mitchell. I was, I guess, thinking that since I was able to do the Epic Prime foil, the Yao Ming, that I would have been able to at least do the Donovan Mitchell. I know it's an elite card, but still, I did the +7s in this gauntlet without a problem. Did not lose a single game. And then when I went over to the elite deck, well, I couldn't even do the +2s. Now that is not right, I guess. I shouldn't be able to do the +7s of the tier before without a problem and then move to the next tier and can't even do the +2s. But anyways, how did everybody else's gauntlet go? We're going to talk about the Flash gauntlet because I did have a poll in there. And we are going to talk about this gauntlet, which, well, I've been pulling elites, so I'm happy about that. I wish I could have been able to play a lot more and been able to pull a lot more elites. I don't know. I really wish the Rivals Clash would have been, or Platinum Playbook or something. But anyways, talking about this game, this is the +2 at the elite level. Epic Prime Plus. My gauntlet deck is Epic Prime Plus. Just not even close to as good as this deck. And the Yao Ming one at the +5s, which is what I did at the Yao Ming at this same exact level, was also Epic Prime Plus, but a lot worse. And I was able to do that one and get that one complete. There was 2 matchups in the third quarter that I probably could have played a little bit better, but 1, 2, and 4 quarters I played great. And I could have tied them at the very end if I would have, switched around. But obviously when you watch it, again, there are a couple things that you can do a little bit better, but you don't know that while you're playing, and you don't win them all, and you lose some of them, and it's just not worth it doing that. But anyways, guys, like I said, we are going to look at all the pulls that I got in the Flash event and in this gauntlet, and we're going to talk about the pull rates. Of course, at the very end, I did open, obviously, all daily login packs and a bunch of spinners, but neither one of those are even worth mentioning or showing, so we're not going to do that either. Y'all will have to let me know in the comments how far you made it in the gauntlet. I'll be honest, man, I'm kind of embarrassed that like this is the first time in years. Last year when we had our first gauntlet, I actually grinded it out. It was Steve Nash, of course, because I had to get that card. I was the only one on my team. I think there might have been one other person, I can't remember. But I did get the Gauntlet event card last year. This one, not even remotely close. There were 1 or 2 guys, I know one for sure, on my team that was able to get the Gauntlet event card, both event cards. But we're going to look at the pulls first, and then at the end of the video, we're going to talk about the pull rates. And it kind of, I guess, went back to what I typically expect, at least from my years of experience keeping track of this stuff. Derek White will start it off with the Epic Primes and Elites. Those are the only 2 I'm going to look at. This Derek White was actually a freebie from one of the free packs, so hallelujah. I actually pulled another free pack, another Epic Prime, I don't know, a couple days before this, and I already had it as a dupe for my Epic Prime, so that was disappointing. And then I got another one, and I did have this one, so this is a new dupe, so that's pretty nice. We got the Sabonis. Part of these are also from that 500, the pull rates and stuff are from the 500, I guess, picks that I did in that video. But all of these picks, all of these pull rates are from the start of the event, the Flash event on Thursday. Sabonis, this one was part of those 500 picks, which was a dupe. Brook Lopez, center. Oh, by the way, keep track of the center, and CashDaddy has thrown in point guards in the mix. So now I used to be, in the last year and the year before that, I used to pull only, like, majority of the time only centers. I'm still on that center kick, but they've mixed in point guards in the mix. So keep track of all the centers and all the point guards in all of these epic primes and elites. Anyways, we got Sabonis. I had him, so that was a pro. Helped out with the gauntlet. Brook Lopez, did not have him. Murray, I did not have him either. And then we got Larry Nance, did not have him. So all three of those were singles. And then I got Bam at the very end of those 500 picks. I can't remember which one of the other ones was in the Flash Gauntlet and which ones were actually in the 500 picks. And then we started, I guess, the actual Gauntlet event. My very first pull, Bam again. So back-to-back epic primes. It wasn't back-to-back pulls, but pretty darn close. I mean, within 3 or 4 or 5 or something, back-to-back. Bam. So another center dupe, which my center dupes are stacked. I mean, my centers with my epic prime dupes, my elites, definitely stacked in that position. And then we got my first elite pull, DeMarcus Cousins. If you saw that last video, the one that I did all of those 500 picks, at the end of that, I did show this card already because this was the elite I pulled in the Flash event. So this was actually during the epic prime. Yao Ming, center, foil, DeMarcus Cousins, center, and his stats are absolute shit. I'm not even kidding. I leveled him up. Not one single stat above 700. Poor DeMarcus Cousins. I don't know the rankings for elites, but this card, absolute trash. But it's still an elite, and I'll take it because we need elites. We need dupes. Next elite, Paul George. And this was a great pull. 1, it's not a center. 2, not a point guard. 3, it's Paul George. It's a good card. I can't wait to see the image in a Clippers uni. That's going to be pretty cool. But yeah, happy about that. Shooting guard, small forward. I really, 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 really need those positions. Then we got De'Aaron Fox. This is a good pull. I like this one. Definitely a good card too. Really high rated. Definitely really high rated. You know, he deserves it. He had a pretty solid season. Love the image. Nice to see him on an elite card. Point guard though, my point guards are looking stacked too. Not quite as high as my centers, but still pretty dang good. And then we got Andre Drummond, another center. Much, much, much better than the last one, but still, man, another center. God, another center elite. But I'll still take them. Like, we need elites. Even if it turns out being that I get more elite center pros than all other positions, I can at least put them in other positions. And even though they don't get the stat boost like you do by having, I guess, the correct positions. If y'all haven't noticed, when you play the gauntlet and stuff, if you have cards in the right position, they get a certain percentage stat boost at the start of each quarter. And so even though I wouldn't get that, they're still miles and miles better than any of the other cards that I have, the Epic Prime Pros and stuff. And we're going to be going on at least probably 4 or 5 more weeks, 6 weeks, until we actually get the next tier. So it's going to be quite some time. I'll take what I can, but that's all my pulls. I mean, we got 4 elites in the last, I guess, 2 events. 1 in the Flash event, 3 in this gauntlet. The pull rates pretty much about what I expect or should expect every single weekend, just like last year, same exact pull rates, which, as you see, for elite is sitting approximately 1.6%. Now, last year and the year before, out of all the times that I've kept track of pull rates and stuff for every single event, for me, I would say 90% of the time or more when I'm plus, it fell between 1% and 2%. So this is pretty much what is typically expected every single weekend, at least for me. There were a couple outliers that were, I don't know, sometimes under like 0.8, 0.7, where I'd only pull 1 out of 150 pulls or something like that. And then very, very, very rarely would I ever get over 2%. But this is out of 253 total pulls. Like I said, 2 events, flash event, main event. Would have been much higher if I would have been able to at least complete the elite at +5. 70% rare, 20% ultra rare, with about 90% for those. Typical, maybe a little high. I think the epics could have been a little bit higher. Epic primes, not too many of those. Spinners, had 10 of them, which is about normal. All of them garbage. 3 of them were elites, though. Even had some elites on the stream that I did on Thursday for that flash event, and then some other ones. Like I said, I recorded them, but I'm not gonna waste y'all's time because they're trash. I got a support card, a level up card, and a focus card. So all 3 of the worst things you could possibly get in, you know, all 3 spinners. So finally making some progress with the Elite Collection. Chris Middleton, of course, still my only pro. Paul George, the best Elite single that I got. And Andre Drummond, man, that card is a monster. For being a center, it is pretty good. Good defense. Amazing rebounding. Got to be the best rebounding in any single card in the game right now. De'Aaron Fox, which is awesome. John Wall, which I pulled in the ticket pack. Eric Bledsoe, which was my freebie. And then DeMarcus Cousins round out the bottom of the barrel. Y'all have to let me know in the comments where he ranks as far as the rest of the elites. And of course, that offensive support, which I pulled in the elite spinner, which is so dreadful. So dreadful. But yeah, that's how it looks. That is going to do it for the video. Hopefully you did enjoy, man. I don't know. I want to say Rivals Clash is going to be next weekend, but who knows? I'm super surprised that the Gauntlet was this event. But then, I don't know. Maybe I'm not surprised because I'm assuming that if you give people less time, the people that are big money spenders, the ones that have to get the event cards, they have to get packs in order to complete it. If, I don't know, I would think that they sell more packs during this time just so people can try to get elite cards to finish the Gauntlet. And to give people less time to collect them, I don't know, maybe that's a business strategic move. But I want to say Rivals Clash is going to be next weekend. But if not, then it has to be Platinum Playbook. Hopefully your deck is ready. We have 2 foils. We have the Vince Carter. We have the Yao Ming. We should be getting a flash event on Thursday, maybe another foil in there. So you should be okay with having 3 foils for your Rivals Clash deck. At least that's my plan anyway. 3 Epic Prime foils, 2 crap cards, 2 uncommons, maybe even 2 rares or whatever. But hopefully you did enjoy. Let me know in the comments how y'all did, and I will see y'all. Oh, I do have a ticket pack. I have like 98 tickets or something, so I'll get a ticket pack today. If it's something amazing, if it's worth doing a single video just on 1 single ticket pack, I'll put one out. But otherwise, y'all probably have to wait until the next one. But anyways, that's going to do it. Hopefully you did enjoy. Follow the Twitch if you haven't yet, because that is where we are streaming. I'll see y'all again very soon. I am out. Peace.